Hi Libra, welcome to your July 2017 Astro update. It's Raina here. I am blown away by July for you. And believe me, I'm not hyping this. I said something similar to Leo because to me, both of you have somewhat similar situations going on in terms of how the North Node and Jupiter fit into things. Well, especially Jupiter for you, because you have Jupiter in your own sign. But so let me just tell you some of these things. Venus is going into the sign of Gemini on the 4th of July. And this means that it will have left your 8th house of other people's money, intimate relations, including sex and emotional, depth. And it goes into your 9th house, which is foreign travel, academia, the way that you, the framework of how you live your life. And when I said foreign travel, it could be foreign people, any kind of religious studies, pursuits. And Venus in this house can indicate that you may meet somebody from another culture that you fall in love with. You can, did I say foreign travel? Because you can meet someone on vacation. Of course, in the Northern Hemisphere, this is summer. It's not unusual to take vacations in July. And so that could be any kind of money that you gain could come from this sector. Venus can bring money. So someone may get hired to be a professor, perhaps a traveling professor. And then on the last day of July, Venus goes into sign of Cancer, and this is your 10th house. And this is the career sector. So this is this is what I'm talking about. There's a lot of emphasis on your 10th and 11th houses in July, Libra. Some months, the transits are kind of more scattered and not concentrated in one area. But this month, your 10th house of career, as well as your 11th house of hopes and wishes and long-term goals and friendships, are really featured in a big way. So Mercury, I just wanted to say when Venus goes into the 10th house, if you're looking for work, if you're looking for a promotion, Venus gives you charisma, Venus gives you attraction, the law of attraction, works, very well for you at this time. And you can really manifest a lot when Venus is in a particular sector like your 10th house. And just anything to do with trying to get a leg up on your career, you can really be seen in a favorable light. Mercury goes into Leo. There's another Leo transit on the 5th of July. So it's been in Cancer. And it's been in that 10th house, goes into the 11th house on the 5th of July, your hopes and wishes sector, and you're going to be thinking about ways to make your dreams come true. And your attention will be on long-term goals. So while Mercury is in the 10th house, you may be having conversations with people in positions of authority for whatever reason, whether you're interviewing for a position, whether you're negotiating a raise or a promotion. And so you're really going to be thinking about the long term, what it is that you want to accomplish. I'm going to just tell you about the new moon in Leo, and there's actually going to be 2 of them. But the first one happens in July on the 23rd of the month. And the reason I want to tell you about this is because if you learn how to manifest, you learn how to visualize. That's the first thing. People think that things come to them when they're holding them in their hands, when there's some tangible part to it. But actually, everything begins with thought. And so when you want to manifest, you first have to think about exactly what it is that you want. And you'd be surprised how difficult that is. I know that for me, there's always those conflicts, right? Or a lot of times you want something and yet there may be aspects of it that you're not sure of. Maybe you want to move to a new location, but you're not sure about certain things in that new location. And once you get really clear about something, it makes it so much easier to go towards your destination and to accomplish your goals. And that's what Mercury in the 10th house and the 11th house are all about. I would say that, especially with the 11th house, because you're looking to the long term. And then Mercury goes into your 12th house in Virgo on the 25th of July. And this is the hidden away place. This is the place of Pisces, the place of dreams, the place of past lives. And it's not something distinct. It's very murky in that house. And Mercury there feels probably a bit uneasy because things can get dredged up. Long forgotten memories. I recently had Mercury in the 12th house, and I was thinking, why am I thinking of this? What are these? And it was really like feelings that were coming forth, but from memories connected to feelings. And I was like, why now? And then I checked my ephemeris and I compared it to my chart. I was like, okay, now I understand why. So that may happen to you. The thing to do is to really, first of all, understand that this too shall pass, but also to sit with it. Don't try to run away from it, and just to be with it, because it's very interesting, actually. Even if it brings with it strong emotions from repressed memories, it can still be illuminating for your soul's journey through this lifetime. Okay, so Mars is our ambition. Mars will be in the sign of Cancer for the first few weeks of the month. And that, again, is that 10th house. So you are burning up with ambition. And what's great about Mars in the 10th is that, in a way, it's very, I would say, a great, I was going to say acclimated to that house, but actually the ruler of the 10th house is Capricorn, okay? With Mars and Cancer in the 10th house of career, you don't want to kind of be a little bit too pushy either. If you're trying too hard to make something happen, that can create resistance. So it's kind of a balancing act. You don't want to piss off, for lack of a better word, a superior. With Mars in the 10th house, there can be conflicts with people that are involved in your career. And so I would say that, let me see about Venus. When Venus enters on the last day of July, it's like the cleanup crew. It's like your chance at restoring harmony. But Mars in the 10th can get a lot accomplished too. And then on the 20th, it goes into your 11th house of friendships and hopes and wishes. So again, more enthusiasm, long-range planning. It could be some conflicts with friends, with groups that you belong to as well. But you may just simply be socializing on steroids. You may be very committed to whatever networking you think is going to help you get ahead at this time. The sun, the ruler of Leo, goes into its own sign on the 22nd. One more planet in that 11th house. So the sun is blessing your career sector for the first few weeks of the month. And that can be very helpful. Recognition, success, well-being. And then in the 11th house, you never know, maybe a dream of yours will come true. Something that you want desperately, because in a few weeks, in August, then you'll have Venus going into that house, and Venus can bring money, and maybe the money to make those long-range goals come true. I've already told you about the new moon in Leo. Setting intentions about long-term goals. The 11th house is the luckiest house. So there's going to be 2 new moons in Leo. So your 11th house is humming. The other one comes on August 21st, and that one is a solar eclipse. So it's a very powerful new moon. But there will be a full moon in Capricorn on the 9th of July in your 4th house of home and family. So you may find that something comes to your attention regarding a parent, or perhaps there is some kind of an ending, selling a house. The 4th house can be real estate, maybe closing. I would say it'd be more like selling a house, and then maybe you will receive money from that sale, and it could also be conceiving. Well, actually, I think that conceiving a child is more of the 5th house, but there is this possible ending in relationship to domestic matters, or it could even be an increase in something. Perhaps you add, maybe even giving birth, even though it's not a new moon. It's, there's a pregnancy with the full moon, a fertility, abundance. So that could be, or you could just, something could come to light about a parent, and especially mother. But I would say that with the 11th house activated, with all those triggers, and knowing that you're having 2 new moons there, you could be expanding your social circle as well. Not to mention having a lot of new friendships and new dreams, maybe some of them even coming true. So I hope you enjoyed this, Libra. Oh, and the other thing that I had mentioned, the North Node is taking up residence here for the next year and a half. North Node is like this, the natal North Node is like your soul's mission. So you can look at the transiting North Node as like, your destiny, whatever house it's traveling in. So in the 11th house, perhaps in unusual ways, in surprising ways, things that are meant to happen regarding your dreams being coming true will happen for you. And I just think that coupled with all this energy with these hits, and even going into August, that it's a very lucky time for you, just like the 11th house is the luckiest house. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Libra. Good luck to you in July. I have a special on my natal chart interpretations. It's an hour-long reading. And if you go to rainaMoonAstrology.com, or click on the link below, you can find out more info on that. And I love looking at people's charts. It's a lot of fun. But in any case, I wish you all the best in July. Take care. Bye.